How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are with the buyer or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. Guys, AMC is not stopping. It is not slowing down. I'm losing my actual mind right now. Like, I have to try to keep calm and breathe because, oh my gosh, it is, guys, like, holy smokes, I'm freaking out right now. Man, this is insane. Let me say hi to the chat. We'll talk about what the heck is going on with AMC. Look at Bitcoin, not looking so hot right now, but I think there is an opportunity for Bitcoin, if anybody is in Bitcoin, to either add to their position. I feel like this probably is going to be close to the bottom, but we'll get into that in just a second. And so let me say hi to the chat really quick. Diamond, what is up? Diamond, you need to find me on the Discord, my friend. Special surprise. Send me a direct message on the Discord if you don't mind, and we'll get you taken care of. Actually, I think it's Diamond, right? Yeah, Diamond needs to send me a message on Discord. Yeah. One-on-one. What's up, Lee? Rafter, happy Tendy Monday. Tendy Monday, looking forward to it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Fun with Owen and Max says 500K is the floor. Oh my gosh, $16 coming, guys. Like we are moving. Let's look at the 1 minute candles, and we can see the direction that we are going in. We are going in an excellent direction right now. Look at this. This is freaking beautiful. Gosh, Marissa, here we go, people. Diamond hands on fire. I love it. $16 incoming. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Let's go, baby. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm getting so hyped up. And this is the point, right, where I feel good because everyone says, Corey, is it too late to jump in? Corey, is it too late to jump in? I'm all in. There's not a single dollar that I had extra that I could like have spared to go into AMC. And I'm so freaking happy that I did what I did. I'm so freaking happy that I waited, I was patient for the breakout, and I'm sitting very freaking pretty right now. I'm so happy that I got in, and added to my position as much as I did. So feeling very good about it. We'll see where this ends, guys. I'm curious to know where this is going to go by the end of the day. Keep in mind, I do think that in the morning, in the pre-market, I do think it'll continue to run. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw $20 by the morning. Just based on what happened last time. So we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the day. I don't know if I doubt we'll see some kind of, well, I mean, I guess we could see some kind of consolidation, but it could really just keep running. So we're going to see what happens for the rest of the time. Chatty says, is 17 possible? Well, I guess I just answered that. Wow, Botline just added an extra 800 but towards AMC tomorrow, and it shot up today. Yeah, unfortunate in the timing, but still, might not be so bad. Dang, yeah. Yeah, this is why I'm so happy. I added early, as early as I could. I was averaging up the entire time, and I thought it would be worth it. And as you can see, it's currently, it looks like it was very worth it. Very happy, very happy. Eric, what is up? Eric says, Corey, how are you doing? Enjoying my tendies this afternoon, my friend. I know, chicken tendies. Dog double go. Oh my gosh, guys. I've been waiting a long time for this. And I feel fantastic about it. Julian, how's it going, my friend? How's it going? Welcome from Twitch. Johnson, what's up, Captain Cash? Brandon, let's go. Patrick says, Rockets go burr. Corey Kramer. I don't know if that's a compliment. I know you mean it as a compliment, but, we'll just leave it as that. Marissa says, I have 60 options for the June 18th $40 strike. They're already printing me some stupid tendies. No way. Oh, floor. And I'm like, okay, I feel good about this. And, time to make my exit, and I'll hop in the Fidelity and I'll liquidate at that time. But currently I'm just holding, and I'm using Webull because I like to look at the charts. Super easy to look at the charts. I get my notifications, although my notification did not go off for whenever we hit 15 bucks. I don't know what that was about, but so I'm just not looking personally just because I don't need that anxiety. I feel good about what's happening. I feel good about the price action. I'm just going to hold until we get there. Patrick, see you on the moon, brothers and sisters. I love it. See, Hamill has 44 call options. Jeez, I don't know how much I have. I don't think I have that many. Marissa, my adrenaline and just running. I know, Marissa, I think you're freaking all in, right? Marissa's all in. So, oh. Trey just tweeted 1550. We've been here, Trey. We've been here, Trey. Chatty says, can I still get in? So Chatty, this is your decision. You know what I mean? Like, do you think it's going to continue to run? In my opinion, I think this is just the beginning. And I think, you know, a lot I don't think a lot of people know what's going on now. Unless you're in AMC, no one really knows that it's running right now, right? So I think getting in early is going to be key if you do want to get in. Keep in mind, it's a little bit risky with what's going on. So I don't want to sway. People are going to FOMO in right now, and I think it's going to drive a lot of price action. I also think that the hedge funds are going to have to start covering probably relatively soon as people FOMO in and hop in. So I'm just looking forward to what is to come. Oh, thank you, Diamond. Okay, thank you for sending me the message. Let me get this pulled up here. Perfect. Okay, Diamond, thank you. Got you, my friend. Diamond, did I already message you? Okay, nice. Okay, great. All right. All right, I got you, Diamond. Okay, so this is a good question, right? And I want to keep it 100 honest with you guys at all times. Did Citadel buy call options? I don't know what Citadel did. We don't know what they've done. Citadel, I'll say it a million times. They're not, while they're greedy, I don't think they're dumb. So one of the reasons, you know, a lot of people have asked me, hey, Corey, why do you think they've been waiting so long? Why haven't they covered? Why are they waiting to cover for so long? It's just getting worse and worse and worse for them. Yes. And I do think that they have been trying to hedge their position, potentially with call options, with longs, right, going along. It's very possible. Now, and I just want to be fully transparent with you guys. I still think that means we're going to get freaking paid, but I think they're going to try to minimize the losses as much as possible. So it's very possible, right? But either way, you know, we're still going to get paid. And even so, like, yikes. So good question. And I just want to be honest with you. That's my opinion. That's my theory, that they would have found a way to hedge their bet. Whichever way they're going to hedge it is up to them. But yeah. Oh, Patrick says, I think it says Susquehanna and Citadel bought shares today. Calls and shares today. Nice. Simon says, why don't you do a live trading thing like trade us throughout the day? We'd love to see your reactions. Simon, I would love to, but I work full time, my friend. I get up at 7 o'clock. I go I work on some stuff, and then I go straight to work, and then I just go to work, come home, like rush home, and then stream until like 7. So I have like 12-hour days every single day, just like, you know, kind of working and just doing stuff for work and stuff in the stream. So just completely busy. I don't believe my internet is lagging. Keeps buffering. Is anybody else buffering? How can I sleep tonight? Yeah, here's the deal, guys. This is why, like, I don't look at the numbers. I'm just gonna sleep tomorrow morning. Guys, we're just freaking running, man. This is getting out of hand. This is a dream. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Let's see. Rakora says, my options that have gone into the money, the increases won't show until tomorrow morning, right? Rakora, I think you should still see the change currently. You can't do anything with your options, but I think you should still be able to see the change in your options. Chatty says, can I sell my AMC shares to buy calls without getting good faith violation because I bought most more today? Usually your platform will say, hey, if you make this trade, you will be in violation and you will not be able to trade for X amount of days or whatever it would be. So I would just be careful about that. I just read the terms. I usually don't think I've ever had one of those good faith violations. So you have to see. Lagging. Why is everybody saying I'm lagging? We'll close this. What's funny is I'm not getting any indications that I'm lagging or anything. Everything seems to be okay. Weird. Lagging, lag spike, buffering. What the heck? This is not cool. I'm not getting any indications either. It says my stream is healthy. What does this do? Performance, stream quality is good. Dang. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. Michael, let's not shill the people to go to like GameStop just because you're worried about your own investment. Like, who comes in here to shill a bunch of people? What? Michael, I'm going to save you some time, my friend. No one is going to, most likely, people are not going to switch from their positions. I'm going to see if it's still lagging. Let's see. Way better now. Okay, not lagging now. Okay, good. Seems like it fixed. I'm behind in the chat, obviously. Michael, I'm going to save you some time, my friend. I don't think you're going to convince a single person to sell their shares. We have diamond hands. If you think people are going to switch, that's probably because you're going to switch and you're paper hands. So you might want to leave because realistically, you're just wasting your time and your breath. So I'd probably just head out, my friend. Thanks for stopping by, but not really going to work in this community. So good luck. Looks like this guy's probably a hedgy. Freaking Michael over here. Let's get back over here to the price action, get that pulled up. Lobster hands. Why is AMC moving right now? I don't have an exact catalyst as to why it's moving right now. I think it's just, the time has come. The time has come for AMC to start freaking moving. Looks like it's the day is here. We were waiting since, it started in January, was good in January. Robinhood messed us up, and that was that. You know what I mean? That's what happened, and now we're finally back into Tendy Town. I'm looking forward to the movement. I want to see what's happening. I'm thinking that we're gonna have a good freaking move, but we'll see. Ginger, what is up? What is up, my friend? Okay, good. Stream is good. I'm gonna have to ban this person on Twitch. Dang it. You were lagging. Okay, good stuff. True Boxing says, see you at the moon, guys. Good. Hedgie says, hedgies. Excellent. All right, let's talk a little bit about what is going on. Let's take a look at GME. Let's take a look at Doge really quick. Bitcoin. We'll look at, I want to look at Ortex numbers. I want to look at Fintel numbers. I want to look at a bunch of stuff. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to go through. Let's go through it. I'll get back to the chat in just a second. Let's freaking go. I know no one's selling AMC. Can you believe this guy coming in here trying to get people to sell AMC? Do they not know what diamond hands are? What a noob. Alan, what is up? Not releasing my shares for my Kung Fu ape. Oh my gosh, what a tongue twister. But yes, not releasing the freaking shares. Not in the least bit. Can you believe people are crazy? This guy's just like spamming like useless stuff. We might need to get, here's the deal. I don't like to ban people because, like, okay, he's shilling, right? Sure, let him shill, but now he's starting to spam, and the spam is where when I draw the line, right? I don't want to silence people. Here's the deal: people don't think it's a good stock. That's fine. I would love to hear their opposing view, and maybe I can say, hey, like I think it's a good stock for this reason, and you think it's a bad stock for that reason, and sure. But to come in here and just like, and here's the deal: he's giving reasons, and I appreciate that he's giving reasons. I don't believe that it's accurate or true or anything, but it's just like. But the spam is where I have to draw the line. So unless the spam stops, this guy might have to go. No, you cannot buy calls, and after hours, you have to do it during the market hours. How? What's up? You're late. You're not late, my friend. You're right on time. You're right on time. We're just getting started, my friend. Wish I pulled the trigger on calls early this morning. I know, right? I was like, ugh. I forgot I had sold some shares in my Webull, and I have like a few bucks for calls that I wanted to play calls on, but I'll have to see. James, what a birthday gift, you know? Happy birthday, my friend. For Thursday, I suppose. Yes, they both squeezed on January 27th. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little surprised that GameStop isn't running right now. I'm completely surprised that GameStop isn't running right now. I really, really, really thought that they would have squeezed at the same time. Crazy. Or, you know, started to. And here's the deal. This is the movement. And this is the right movement that we're looking at. I'm looking forward to what's happening. You know, if this is a squeeze or not, I guess we'll tell in the morning, see if it runs to something crazy. But gosh, I'm just looking like, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's look at GameStop really quick. GameStop had a good day. I'm not going to lie. GameStop was up 12.93%, almost 13% on the day. And then down, you know, 0.55% in the after hours, which isn't bad. But it's not up, you know, 11% in the after hours, 11.5% in the after hours. Doge actually not looking too bad. I'm pretty... I mean, I guess it's at 48 from 70 or whatever. But what I'm really shocked about is Bitcoin. Guys, if you guys haven't seen, Elon Musk has been like just the death of Bitcoin. Elon Musk was the savior of Bitcoin. Now Elon Musk is the freaking ruiner of Bitcoin. And he's actually having a little weird issue with his, like, people, you know, it's almost like they love you until you hate you thing. You know, you either die a hero or you live it long enough to see yourself become the villain. This is exactly what's happening. And we can see, like, remember he said, what did he say? He had some tweets out just negative about crypto or I forgot what exactly he said, but it just wasn't favorable, and people really take what he says into consideration. On top of that, you know, they stopped allowing purchases for Teslas with Bitcoin. He said that there were issues with the electricity, or what is it called? Yeah, like there's a bunch of issues. The environment, because mining crypto, you know, takes a lot of energy, a whole lot of power. It's a big deal. Actually, not enough people talk about it, but it actually is going to have most likely going to have some kind of environmental effect. And honestly, if it's bad enough, it could really affect crypto in the place, you know, in the United States. So I wonder how they're going to work on that, how they're going to do that. Jojo super chatted, happy squeeze, you beautiful ape. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else we had. Okay, we had these. So yeah, I'm curious to see about Bitcoin. Now, I will say this: if you are in Bitcoin, or if you were looking to find an entry into Bitcoin, I kind of do like where it's at. I feel like it's super oversold, even though it's not on the RSI showing oversold currently. But I guess it depends on the hours that you look at. But I really like this. And what I was actually thinking about, well, I don't have any money. If I had money, what I personally probably would have done is hopped in around this 42. Well, if I would have found 42, but I would have hopped in down here, even at 43. And I feel like it is probably going to come up a little bit. So what I would have done is like wrote it up a little bit, bought some options, and then done that. But yeah. Yeah, is this guy still shilling? Yeah, the guy's... Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Diamond. I was gonna have to get him out. But I agree. I agree with the man. That guy's just spamming at this point. Unfortunate. Sorry, Michael. Sorry if you wasted your time, my friend. But you know, can you imagine if GameStop starts squeezing and everyone just goes in there and starts shilling it like that? You probably wouldn't like that, my friend. So, but it is what it is. Good luck. Like, I'm literally going to be rooting on GameStop as it squeezes. Like, I'm in GameStop. Like, I don't know. We gotta hedge you up in here. What did Ginger say? I think Ginger said something. Oh boy. All right, getting a little lost in the chat. Let me check something over here. So let's look at AMC again really quick. Okay, 1544. So kind of consolidating around here. A little bit of a bounce, but no big deal at all. No big deal. And remember, guys, gosh, I can't emphasize it enough about the Moaz game theory, about how it's going to go up and down and up and down. As in, you know, we could run to, let's say it goes to 40, retraces back to 20. Like, that's a very real possibility. And so that's where diamond hands are made, right? You know, holding all the way up and then all the way back down is that's where diamond hands are made. And now I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's wrong, but just keep in mind, you know, that these hedge funds will have to purchase the shares. They'll have to purchase the shares. New Facebook like. Thank you so much, Lee. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I just want people to be aware of what's going to happen. I'm going to hold, guys. I'm going to hold. I saw someone ask me, Corey, was it either 1K or 10K possible, something like that. Personally, I do think it's possible. If you've seen the numbers, if you've seen the short interest, if you've seen how they've potentially been like these naked shorting, how much of the float has been sold, how much yada yada, it's like, if you've seen the numbers, then you know what needs to happen, right? And actually, I did see a post that I'm very curious about. Geez, so many notifications. So anyways, let's get into a few of the Ortex. I want to get into a few different things. Okay, so let's go over here into, oh, okay, here's this. Oh, Josh just tweeted this. Citadel's been hoping. Let's see. Citadel has been fined for holding people's orders before. Then they trade through their hedge fund while holding retail traders' orders to help manipulate the price. Yikes, that is not good. I wonder who they do that through. This is me. This is your boy right here. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things. One thing I did want to take a look at was actually, you know, we can go into actual Ortex, but also, guys, if you're not following Ortex right here, you may want to follow them. These guys are tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. They have so much information, like specifically for like AMC and GameStop. We can see here. So look, 3 hours ago, short interest update, and we can see there's been a lot of share lending activity in AMC today. Ortex has seen over 10 million shares borrowed and 17 million shares returned. The current estimated short interest is 18.43% of the free float. They also said, so GameStop share price is up over 10%. Even though the short interest has come down a lot from its peak, it's still high. What else did they say? And you can see like how much they're, well, we'll read this one. This was 4 hours ago, as AMC share price is up 6.5%. And okay, these are all trending. AMC 100K, AMC squeeze, AMC stock, they're all trending on Twitter. Short sellers have returned 16.5 million shares during the day, and 8.5 million shares have been borrowed. Current short interest is 18.35, and then it changed to 23.02. It went up, guys, throughout the day. Boom, these are the ones I love to read. These just get me hyped up. AMC and GME share price are both up over 7% on the day, generating losses of 258 million for short sellers so far. Ooh, you love to see it. You love to see it. And then this was this earlier, even earlier in the morning. AMC share price has gone up by 525% since the beginning of the year, generating losses of over 800 million for short sellers. And then at this time, the short interest was 19.55% of the free float. Great stuff here. I did want to take a look at Fintel really quick. Obviously, Ortex being more holistic of the market, and Fintel not being all of it, but still a good thing to take a look at. Ginger says Elon hasn't sold any Bitcoin, but is hating on it. He does not get Bitcoin protocol. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, guys. Let's see. Mohammed says, hey, Corey, do you think we have to flip horses from GME to AMC? What do you think about 1450 call options that expire this Friday? Do you think GME will squeeze tomorrow? Okay, so let me unpack a few of those things. So first things first, flipping horses. Oh, gosh, I don't like to flip personally. I don't want to chase. I don't want to flip. I don't want to do anything. I have my shares in GameStop that I'm okay with, and I have my shares in AMC that I'm fantastic with. And so I'm not going to be flipping a single one of mine at all. I'm holding strong, just staying as is. I think that you will have some people flipping that will help the price action on AMC. And let's say AMC does squeeze first, right? Squeezes, everyone is freaking rich. Then I do foresee people switching over to GameStop, and then that would probably freaking go to the moon. But realistically, I think that I'm sure GameStop is going to follow soon if AMC really starts to go nuts. But currently, I think we just have to wait a little bit to see if that happens. For 1450 call options this Friday, that's already out of the money. If you already have those and they're in the money, hey, you're probably sitting pretty well. But if you're trying to buy them in the money, then I think they'll probably be pretty good. Now we are seeing a bit of a what is this called, retracement here, but we'll see what happens. I really don't think people are trying to exit, although we do see what's happening here. But I feel good about my position in here. I'm going to continue to hold. I didn't sell at 25, so I'm not going to sell at 15. Vivid Dreamin' said, would I miss the squeeze if I started transferring from Robinhood to Fidelity right now? I don't want to be screwed over by Robinhood. Vivid, I'm not going to lie. I think it's been taking 2 days, realistically, for the majority of people. Anybody I've talked to, I think I read one story where it took 24 hours. But I transferred, it took me 48 hours. Everyone I've talked to, I have people still on that video saying, is it too late to transfer? And I don't think it's too late to transfer. Even right now, I don't think it's too late to transfer. I think you'll probably have time, but just keep in mind. And some people, what they do is they transfer half or they transfer a quarter just in case. They don't want to miss any kind of action, but you have to see. Marantz Rance, what's up, brother? We talked a week ago and how I don't believe in AMC. You asked me to reach out. Well, okay. Well, all right. Thank you. Bitcoin has no options. Ooh, somebody said it has options. Yeah, guys, Bitcoin doesn't have options. I don't know if Jason's talking to me or who he's talking to. Let's see. This week has been awesome. Yeah. I mean, what a freaking week. Alan says, hold the line. AMC for the win. All right, gotcha, Marians. Thank you, my friend. No more. Dang, Debbie says AMC is going to be worth 50K, at least 50K. Just wait and see. Too many people are holding. Yeah, too many people are, and I see what you're saying. Too many people are holding. They have to buy so many dang shares back. It's going to be ridiculous. Gosh, nothing's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to this price action. A bit of retracement here. We'll see which way it goes. We do have about 23 minutes left until the end of after hours, and then we'll pick it back up in the morning, and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Could start to run in the morning. Again, I am a little bit surprised that GameStop has not been running in these after hours, but even then, we're freaking up. We're good. And now remember, what I did say is I do want us to hold this 1450 line. We need to hold above this 1450, in my opinion, for something good. We broke through it very, very nicely. I think we are probably going to hold realistically, but I do think we need to keep it, right? We tested this a few times. Man, we tested around right here a few times. 1429 and broke through it nicely, and then we also broke through outside the 1450 that we needed to break through. Broke through it pretty nicely, so whew, I'm looking forward to this. Octavio says, yo guys, what's the best broker I need to get out of Robinhood? Octavio, a lot of people have gone to Fidelity. I'm in Fidelity personally. I like Fidelity a lot. I feel like Fidelity is relatively safe. I don't believe they're selling your trading information. I think Webull and Robinhood are probably both selling well, I know for sure Robinhood is selling your trading information to hedge funds. I don't believe in Webull that they are, or I think in Webull they are selling your trade positions as well. Webull, full disclosure, Webull did halt trading for a little bit on the 28th, just like Robinhood did, but they handled it much better, is what I'll say, and they resumed trading it, I think, same day. Now, Fidelity is probably, while I do not like their platform, their like interface, anything about it, I feel like they are probably, in my personal opinion, I would guess that they're the safest option. I did speak to a representative over there, and he was very specific about how Robinhood should have never halted trading, a huge no-no, and how Fidelity will not do that. They will not stop buying or selling. And remember, it was the buying that everyone will let you sell, but that still is, in my opinion, it's manipulation. If you can sell, then the stock is going down. But if you can't, so just keep that in mind. Personal opinions. Let's see. But Octavio, I would recommend doing it. If you are going to switch, a lot of people are very scared that they're going to miss it. So I would highly recommend doing it sooner than later if you are going to do it, just so you don't miss out on your time. Yo, the shills are coming out. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. That's how you know we're doing something good, right? People are trying to, whenever people come out of the woodwork, they're trying to like shill. They're trying to like, I don't know what's going on, but just honestly, I don't even pay attention. Like, just block it out, guys. Don't let these guys. Yeah. I love how like after it starts running is whenever like, hey, like it's a bad stock, this and that. It's like, I don't know about that, my friend. I don't know about that. It's literally running. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about, so we were just in here. Let's take a look at the short share availability. This doesn't make any sense to me how it's, this many short shares available. Man, short borrow fee rate though, 24.14. This was 7 hours ago. It doesn't look like it was really updated. We'll take a look at Ortex in just a second. So let's get that pulled up over here. Or is it .com? Ortex.com. Let me get this pulled up. Close. Log in. All right, we're logged in. Let's look at good old AMC. Short interest. Boom. I'll leave this up so everybody can kind of take a look at everything. Utilization 99.6. Cost to borrow 18.76 is the current. And I think we need to look at this. We'll make sure days to cover 2 weeks on loan is selected. And I'll leave kind of everything pulled up here. And you guys can take a look. Free float on loan 32.19. Jeez. Here we go. We'll look at these numbers. I know everybody is very curious about these numbers, so I'll leave this up for you guys so we can kind of take a look at it. And you can see over here, guys, is today's changes. So short interest change, negative 0.76, no big deal. This is the return shares, 9.6 million. Borrowed shares, 7.94 million. Borrowed change is going to be negative 1.12 million. We can see the short interest, current short interest, cost to borrow, stuff like that. Okay, so take a look at these. And man, this is nuts. Right, and I agree with Jeremy here. Jeremy says, well, let me read over here and make sure I didn't miss anything. So Jeremy says, when the margin calls start rolling in, all extremely shorted stocks will squeeze. If you flip, you will miss out unless you're moving a portion to gain a position. And so yeah, here's the deal. I think, and that's why I'm a little here's the deal. This price action is freaking phenomenal right now, but I am a little curious as to why GameStop is not moving, being that GameStop is so heavily shorted, right? And that's a question that I have. I'm not gonna lie. That's something that I'm like, why is GameStop not squeezing right now? And so it makes me think that maybe this isn't squeezing. Maybe this is some crazy price action. Maybe somebody starting to cover a little bit. Could be something like that, right? But I don't think that this is a margin call kind of cover that we're looking for. Because if it was, I think that we would see some different price. I think we would see some stocks tumble, and those tumbling stocks, I believe, will be whenever they're being forced to liquidate. They're going to have to liquidate another stock, and then these stocks are going to run. So I don't know if this is exactly the squeeze, but I think we are absolutely in the right direction. And maybe we'll wake up and it is running. And the fact that it's running in the after hours makes me feel that it actually might be. This is something, right? Look at this. This movement right here is how you really know. From 14 all the way to, it was 14.18 to 15.30. Like, that's a pretty big move, especially in the after hours. But oh gosh, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm just going to be chilling, waiting for this price action. Like I said, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm zen. I'm just waiting for the big numbers. All right, and I personally think that we will get it very soon. Chris says it's not too late to hop on AMC. Even placing calls could be very profitable. Yeah. Burnt T says, I'm so hyped I stacked on calls just before market close. Oh, so freaking smart. You're probably printing already. Let me drink some water. Steven says 500K is the floor. Bunch of paper hands. Call options go burr. What's up, Raphael? Lee says, so Robinhood won't let me close my account. I have $6 in there and it will not let me withdraw it. They said my withdrawals have been disabled. Wow, that's weird, Lee. I wonder if you are... If the transfer has been complete, then it should. Oh gosh, I wonder if I have any money left in my Robinhood if they mess me up. Crazy. Okay. What's up, Wag? Oh, Diamond, I completely missed your dang shout out. Shout out to my dentist, Dr. Ranieri. What's up, Dr. Ranieri? Welcome to the squeeze. Welcome to the stocks. Retro, thank you so much for the follow, my friend, on Twitch. Casey Hill says, if you've done your DD, you know what the stock is worth. Ignore the shills, is what I'll say. Lee says, show me the money. House says, Corey, do you think this is a fake squeeze and half the hedge funds beat down to get people to hold the bag and sell? How, I see what you're saying. I don't think this is a fake squeeze. I think this may have been some kind of either a small covering or a small, they let off the brakes, the hedge funds let off the shorting brakes or whatever to hold the stocks down. I think it's something like that, but I do get that. That's a good point. I do worry a little bit that people may be like Leroy with the like. Thank you on Facebook. I do think that it's possible that I just get scared that people are gonna like see this and then let's say it goes back down. People are gonna freak out and sell. I'm afraid that people are gonna do that, but I'm just gonna hold like. And if here's the deal, if it goes back to 10 and we have to wait a little longer, I'm fine with that. Like I'm just gonna continue to just wait. Oh, Retro Black with the host. Thank you, my friend. So yeah, but the only thing I'd be worried about is paper hands. But realistically, here's the deal, man. Apes hold. They hold strong, and hopefully people aren't paper handing. Sarah says beginning of the gamma squeeze. Hopefully. Plethora says yo AMC to the moon. I was just on Andrew Mo's chat and all these bums were saying, what about GME? Oh, everybody was upset about GME. Yeah, we just had some people come in here chilling about GameStop, AMC's a dead cat, yada yada, and it's literally squeezing. So I'm not sure what they're on about. But and as you can see, look at this, guys. Like, look at this recovery, right? And so this is why I'm not gonna look at the price action. People see this, and if you're watching it for every single penny and you're like, oh, is this it? Is this it? Watching it. This is, in my opinion, that's how you paper hand. Just watching this and you're like going down. You're like, oh, that's the end. Time to sell. Like, that's what I'm afraid of people doing. So I'm telling you, while this is squeezing, like, just not watching every single penny go up and down. This is my personal strat, right? And I just want people to know, that just because, if you can look at it the whole time, you're like, I'm just going to hold. That's cool. I'm going to hold anyways, but I'd rather hold and not stare at it all day because I am holding. So just know yourself. I don't want to deal with this anxiety. Literally whenever it was January 27th at night, I couldn't sleep. Like, I was up all night just worried about what was going to happen. Turns out, they halted trading and I was right. But either way, and here's how bullish I was. I was like, nah, the apes are going to hold even through this, like with Robinhood halting the buy and yada yada. I just held because my apes are gonna hold, but what do I know? Yeah, I'm super behind, guys. Super behind. Super behind. Retro, what is up? Oh, Wag. Oh, man, you're more active on Twitch than YouTube. Nice. Well, hey, there you go. That's why I want stuff on Twitch also, right? And I know people are more active on like Twitch and some people like Facebook. And so I figure I want to expand the community. I want people to be able to kind of hang out from all these different platforms and stuff. Granted, obviously, I don't have really anybody from Twitch or Facebook yet. Maybe I need to be a little more active on there on those two. But awesome. I love it. I love giving people the opportunity, and I can see everyone's chat in this new platform. Pretty cool stuff. I love it. Todd says, I had $150 cash in Robinhood. Took about a week for it to transfer after my stocks did. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, Luke says, Corey, we talked about this last week and it came true today. Citadel did indeed hedge today. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this, right? Because this I talked about this a little earlier on the stream as well. So let's take a look. So ownership, institutional owners. So we're looking for 13F for today. Citadel 517. Oh my gosh, they hedged. You're freaking right. You're right. They called. Oh my gosh. And then they put, wait, what? They're going to write it both. What? And then are these shares? Shares. They did calls. Guys, these guys are an absolute mess, right? Where are the other Citadel ones? I wish I could just filter by Citadel on here. I guess I can scroll like this. So Citadel right here, you can see right here they have their call and they have a put. What is their, can I see their price, their strike price? Average share price. I wonder what their put is at. They hedged it. You're one. We called it, didn't we? We knew that they were going to hedge, and that's exactly what we see. They hedged. So right here, they got their calls, and they got their puts, and they got their shares. What the heck? Yeah, they 100% did. Dang. We were talking about it too. We were talking exactly this kind of scenario that they were going to try to hedge. They're delaying, waiting, trying to gather. In my opinion, I thought they were trying to gather as much money as possible, and to hedge their bet, and they did hedge. And this is exactly how I thought they would hedge. I did not see the puts coming. Not gonna lie, unless they did a put at. Well, I wonder when this was purchased, because it really depends on when they purchased, right? Because, you know, if they would have hedged a put right here, let's say $14, right? And they hedged that at $14, you know, let's say it runs up or whatever, and their put is far out. Let's say after the squeeze, you know, obviously maybe the stock will go down to, I don't know, $5 or $10 for a little bit, and then maybe they'll make a little bit of money, but I think it'll recover pretty well. If not, just stay above, and maybe their put would be expire worthless. But that's very interesting that they actually did do that. That's very interesting. And here's I think they'll. And remember, I don't think they're going to make money off of this. I think they're just going to lose a little less money off of this because of the way they hedge their bet. But so they might not go bankrupt. Unless people hold forever, and then even then they can hedge it with the call. Tricky. So maybe they won't go bankrupt, but these guys, they're gonna hurt. And remember, it's just to make some money back as they're paying, and that's what I think is going to happen. We do have about 4 minutes left. It looks like we are still rallying. We're not too bad, right? We had a little bounce right here, and then we'll see. We're rallying pretty nicely. So 4 minutes, like I said, and we'll see what happens. Man, this is crazy. Yep, just check that. Robinhood all cash took another week for me to get. Jeez. I'm in the dentist chair now. What? Oh, okay, that's why. You're okay, gotcha. Let's see. The last Hail Mary. Yes. So okay, so Jesus, hedge is basically it's a way to manage risk. I would say hedges, right? So, it's like if you were to, let's say you have calls on AMC, and you have calls at, let's say you have it at $20, right? But let's say your expiration date is next Friday, and you're like, oh, this is a little bit risky. Instead of putting every single penny into these calls, I'm going to buy some shares as well, just in case that price goes up. I'm going to, I'll make money, and if it takes longer than the option does, so if the option expires worthless, at least I still have those shares. And if I lose this money, maybe I can make some money back with my shares. And that's basically like hedging. Okay, it's just a way to manage your risk. And so that's kind of a very rudimentary way to explain it, very basic, but hopefully that makes it a little easier to understand. Yeah, so just to be, I see a lot of people asking this question, right? So just to be crystal clear, what I think is happening, I think I already explained it. Maybe I'm a little behind in the chat per usual, but what I think is happening is Citadel, here's the deal. We know they're short, right? We know that these guys are just in a bad position with the stock. So what I think they're doing is they're going to write it up with their calls, and their shares as well, wherever their shares are, down here. Look how many people bought today. Are you kidding me? No. This many people bought today? What's the institutional ownership look like? Let me check. Is this not updated yet? 517. Yeah, I mean, I guess this percentage isn't updated yet because this doesn't make any sense. This is ridiculous how many people bought into this stock. For this many people to buy into the stock, all these hedge funds, they have to know something, right? They have to know something is going on. There's no way they just we're like, you know what? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and buy in. Everyone just kind of bought in. I wonder if they're trying to trigger the squeeze themselves or something. All these whales just trying to trigger something. It's very interesting how all of them went in on the same day, or maybe some kind of indicator or whatever went off in their radar and their systems that they have. But man, that is very, very interesting. Oh, but back to my explanation. So basically, I think Citadel knows they're going to lose a lot of money. So they're like, okay, we're going to lose money, right? So what we want to do is gain some of it back by selling it to ourselves, essentially. And so as the price goes up, as we're covering, the price is going to go up and our call options are going to make some money. And so that's basically how they're going to hedge their bet. Now they're going to make a little bit of money. They may not go, like I said, they might not go bankrupt because of they're going to be making the money off the calls as well, and the shares as well. But we'll see. And then the question is they're anticipating, and I think we're all anticipating, right? After it squeezes, there's going to be some kind of downward movement. Obviously, the stock has to go up and then back down. So realistically, let's say they have a put at. Let's say it was in the money at the time. Let's say here, let me walk this. This is kind of weird to explain. So let me do it very carefully. So let's say they got an option. Let's say they got a put. Let's say they got in the money right now. So remember the put, these are all in the money currently because it's a put. You're betting on the price to go down. And let's say they got a put in the money at $15. So let's say they expect the price of the stock to go back down below 15 after the squeeze by September. So let's say they have a September strike. So what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, well, I'm going to get this. And then if it goes, and then they'll make money on the way down. See, as the price goes down, they make more money. And that may be what they're doing with this. So they're going to write it up. And then whenever it goes back down, they're going to write it back down, write it both ways. And this may be a good way to hedge their bet. This may be a good way for them to make some money. But either way, I think people holding AMC are going to get freaking paid. It's unfortunate that Citadel hedged the way I was afraid they were going to do, but I've said it a million times. They're freaking greedy, but they're freaking smart, and they have basically infinite capital. If you think about it, like, these guys have so much money, it's dumb. But I mean, I don't know. What are we going to do? Luckily, some things have come out of it. Like, hopefully more regulation comes, hopefully a bunch of stuff, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure why Sergeant Sapper's calling me a shill. Okay, so it looks like we ended the day at 1550, which is great. Heck yeah, I'll take that. Ed says by the end of the week we will see $17. Nice. Ilya says, Corey, I remember when GME and AMC used to move in a really similar pattern where where GME was leading, and after some time they separated. Now it's vice versa. Looking at the daily MACD, GME seems to be a couple days behind. Okay. Oh, wow, this is pretty neat. Yeah. So, man, this is crazy. Damon, what is up? What is up? I'm in AMC, but need to get a $20 to break even. Are you in there with options? What the heck? How? I do not know how to check the dark pool volume for the day. Right, and Kyle, this is a good point. So back to the Citadel thing. This is not that they bought today. This is they filed today. So thank you for reminding me about that, Kyle. So I can bring that up just in case people don't know. Yes, this is when they filed. So they could have bought it who knows how many days ago. And yes, I think they have to file. Oh, I can't remember how many days they have to file within. But yeah, what's up, Ant? T+2 Thursday correct, tomorrow correct from Friday. Jack says, first time being here while you all are live. What in the world is going on in the aftermarket, and what does this high gains for the aftermarket mean for the morning? All right, Jack, first of all, welcome to the freaking greatest community on YouTube. Welcome. But so what's going on in the after hours? So realistically, I believe that somebody is covering, something is happening right here. Obviously, this is exactly what we saw in January, right? January 27th in the after hours. I was a Tuesday in the after hours. Today, it is a Monday in the after hours. So I'm very curious to know what is going to happen tomorrow so we do have the pre-market. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. So tomorrow we do have the pre-market. If this is anything like what happened last time, in the pre-market, it's going to continue to run. I mean, it could really run. This stock could freaking run. Like, literally, if it woke up and it was $30, I'd be like, yeah, like that. I understand. I understand what's going on. And I would think it's a squeeze, right? Because that's what we saw last time. It just ran up. And and we can look, right? That's conservative. If we were to look at back here. So again, in the pre-market, it was around here, and maybe I can switch to the. This is the 2-hour candles. We have 1-hour candles. What day am I on? Oh gosh, just gonna. Oh, I can zoom out. Okay, so right here, same stuff. So you can see right here, right? It was kind of like went from $5 to $8 in the pre-market, right? Or in the after hours, I'm sorry. On that Tuesday, it went from 5 to about $8, right? Which is kind of similar to what we're seeing right now, that percentage, right? But in the morning, it went from 9, it gapped all the way up to 9, all the way to 25 in the pre-market. People held a little bit of consolidation throughout the day, which is cool. No problem at all, right? No problem. I'll take consolidation. And now, up and down, up and down. And then it was, so in the after hours on the next day, it went down a little bit, started to recover. And in the pre-market, it was starting to rally. It was starting to run, right? Starting to run, boom. Robinhood restricted trading. Right here, clear as day. You cannot buy anymore. Sorry about it. No more buying. You can only sell. Well, what happens whenever 90% of the people holding the stock are in that platform that you can't buy, you can only sell? Well, people are just going to sell because that's their only option, and they're freaked out. And they should be freaked out, right? That was messed up. That was scary as heck. And so people just sold, and it messed up all the momentum and ruined my life. Basically, that's a little dramatic, but it was awful. It was pretty awful. As you can see, just total tumble. And this is where I believe Trey got liquidated right here, $6.48, trading on a margin account. But yes, so that's what I think is going on right here. That's exactly what I think is happening. And so in the morning, we could see, so let's do it percentage wise, right? Percentage. So this is from 9 to 25, let's say 10 to 25. That's easy math. That is 250%, 150%. I'll do 25 divided by 10. Yeah, 250%. So yes, that's the dealio. So let's say 15, $37, right? If it's similar to what happens in there. So we could start in the morning, like at market open, could be around $30, let's say conservatively. It's very, very possible if we are like squeezing right now. And as we can see, right, let's go back again. It wasn't so crazy in the after hours. Like I said, it really wasn't so crazy in the after hours, but in the morning, in the pre-market, is where the action happened. This is where the action happened, Captain. So we shall see. We shall see. Kyle says, why is Webull messing with my portfolio? Anyone else having this problem? Kyle, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, the reason I'm not in Webull for this is because I don't know how long Webull's been around. In my opinion, they're not tried and true yet. As much as I love this platform, do not get me wrong, I love this platform. I would love, here's the deal. If they are able to hold strong, if they can hold their own during this, I might just switch to Webull instead of Fidelity. But right now, during the squeeze, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk being in Webull whenever I don't know. You know, they have their opportunity to be tried and true during the first squeeze. Unfortunately, the trading was halted. And yeah. But realistically, I feel the most comfortable in Fidelity. While I don't like their actual interface, I do like the actual company. They're well established, they're huge, they're blah blah blah. They have so many things going for them. A lot of support options, a lot of different options that you have. But Webull just isn't quite there yet for me. And they may be there. I think a lot of people are in Webull. I love their interface, absolutely love it. But currently, they're just missing a little something for me, and I just want to be honest with you guys. I do like the platform, okay, but I just have to be in Fidelity. Yeah, no problem, Jack. Always happy to answer. Yeah, and so guys, the reason I'm so far behind in the chat, I like to answer like almost basically everybody's question. And so if I'm a little behind in the chat, if I haven't answered your question, like I want to answer. I don't want to be one of those people who have to like, you know, oh, I only answer your question if you're super chat. Like I like to have the streams as a conversation. A lot of people have questions, right? And like, you know, as much as I freaking love Trey and think he's the man, he's too big, you know what I mean? Like you can't really ask a question unless you you donate, which is, you know, good for him. It's and I understand, you know, that you have to weed them out somehow, weed the questions out somehow. But what I love about this size of the stream is like I can just answer your guys' questions. You guys don't have to pay or anything like that. Just hang out. We're having a good time, having a conversation, talking about my opinions about what is going on, what I think is going to happen, and so, you know, I just try to do that. But once again, I freaking love Trey's trades. Okay, don't get me wrong. Canadian moves, very smooth brain here. Thanks for the patience. Yeah, no problem, my friend. I think you're talking to somebody else, but this community is fantastic. Everybody's so active in the chat. Everybody's ready to like answer people's questions, help out. So great stuff. 150, 150. You think it will 10 times. Yeah, and here's the deal, guys. I'm just saying, and this is just based off previous, right? My calculation. So please don't think I'm like shilling, like, oh, it's going to hit 40 and that's the end. No. I think this is the start. And now, remember, if they didn't restrict trading, look, this was running, guys. You can't tell me this wasn't running. This was running. If they didn't restrict trading, this would have kept running. Now, on top of that, the numbers are larger this time. More people have more shares. More people are holding. It's insane. The momentum, the preparation, everything about this stock has been holding diamond hands, AMC to 500K per share, and people are going to hold. Now, let's say we don't reach 500K, right? You know, let's say they only hold for half of that, 250K, you know, holy smokes. Either way, it's crazy stuff. So this is a great question. LA12 says, do you think Robinhood will allow people to sell AMC and GME during the squeeze again? Look, they never restricted selling. You could always sell, but that didn't do anybody any good. Now, yeah, so I see a lot of people asking Robinhood questions, and here's the deal, guys. Like, I'm not willing to risk it. I was not willing to risk being in Robinhood during the squeeze. Here's the deal. They said they had the liquidity issue. They didn't have the liquidity issue. They blah, blah, blah. All these issues that were real issues, then they weren't real issues all of a sudden. During the congressional hearing, they solved it before it was an issue. All this weird stuff. Then they have Doge issues. As soon as Doge is running, doing well, oh, we're having issues, blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous. So I am not willing to bet the squeeze in Robinhood. I'm not willing to bet it. They've lost my trust. And anyone in my stream who's been here more than one stream will tell you that I freaking love Robinhood's platform, their trading platform, this and that, the other. I didn't care that they were not, you know, if they weren't at the best cost. I didn't care if they were skimming money off the top. I didn't care this. I didn't care about anything. I loved how simple and easy their interface was, and I was willing to not have best executions and all that for their great interface. But whenever they messed up something like the squeeze, they'd had a horrible response to it, and then they did that. I don't know. Now, I will say this time, if they halt trading, I think they're going to be in so much trouble. They're going to be done for. I don't think they're going to be able to halt trading because it will come, their business will collapse. Like, in my opinion, I think there's no way. Like, and I think they'll probably also go to jail if they halt trading again. Second of all, I don't think they'll halt trading because everyone's off their platform now, and so they shouldn't have any liquidity issues because they don't have to fulfill as many orders since most people are off of it. Also, so there's a lot of things going for them, but you know what? Even with all of those positives for them, I'm not willing to bet all this money that Robinhood is going to do the right thing all of a sudden, righteously, whenever they have a direct conflict of interest where their biggest partner, their biggest person, over 50% of their business is with Citadel and selling information to Citadel. And it's a direct conflict of interest. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't be allowed. It should be, it's ridiculous, the direct conflict of interest that there is. It's not right. So yeah. Aaron, yes, my friend. And Aaron, it's kind of weird right now, but you can get hats on the Patreon. Just, all you have to do is subscribe for 1 month. Send me your address and then unsubscribe. I'll send you a hat, my friend. You can subscribe and then unsubscribe instantly. And then I'll just send you a hat, like, whatever you want. But until I got my store running, that's the fastest way to get a hat. And again, totally optional, guys. I don't want anyone to think like you have to do freaking anything. Montre says, I'm selling at $30. Is that smart? Montre, please watch my MOAS game theory video. I think that'll help you answer your question, my friend. Because, okay, you want to sell at 30 bucks, right? So let's say you sell at 30 bucks. Okay, what if it runs to $1,000? What if it runs to $10,000 or $100K or $500K per share, right? What if you sold, and my MOAS theory is, what if you sell on the way down? So let's say it runs to, 30, and then what if it instantly goes to 40, 50? What if it instantly goes to 100, and why limit yourself? You know what I mean? Let's say it goes to 1,000, right? Let's lowball it and say it goes to 1,000. Hypothetically, right? From what people are saying. So let's say it goes to 1,000. Okay, well, what if you're like, okay, well, what if it goes to 10,000? I'm just going to hold. Okay, you hold, and now it goes down, and now if it goes back up, like, you sell at your floor. So let's say it goes to 1,000, and instead of your floor being 30, your floor is 100. So now if it drops below 100, you just sell at 100, right? Or if it goes to 10,000, your floor is 1,000, you just sell on the way back down at 1,000. You know what I mean? And so, yes, you missed the very, very top, but you give yourself so much more room for profit by playing it that way, right? You give yourself so much more dang room by allowing yourself to diamond hand. I mean, there's really only one way to say how you can diamond hand and hold this stock until it goes all the way up and then back down. And so watch that MOAS game theory, because realistically, remember, when the squeeze happens, you're going to see this. You're going to see this right here, right? You're going to be back here, and you're going to be like, okay, like, oh, this is looking pretty good, right? So you're going to be holding, and then, what are you going to do? You're going to sell right here, like, uh-oh, it's done for. You're going to see the candle hit all the way down here, and, what if you sell right here? It's like, okay, well, you just sold, $5, or even if you sold over here $4, okay, well, what's going to happen next? Okay. Oh, well, you just missed out on $7 right here. Oh, you just missed out on, what number is this? $13. Okay, well, oh, this is the end. I'm gonna sell right here, $8. Okay, well now, but if you held, oh, $25. You know what I mean? And so this is what can happen. Remember, you're not gonna know what you're gonna see. You don't know what you're gonna see. This is like, and that's what the MOAS game theory talks about. You don't know what is going to happen. You don't, and you have to be ready to I'm going to look away. I'm just like, I'm getting a shot or so. I'm just going to look away and then just wait for something to happen. I don't have a stop limit. I don't have a sell limit. I don't have anything. I have alerts on my phone, and I need to set more alerts since we're in the end game, I think. And I'm just going to set more alerts on my phone and wait for something to give. So I highly recommend watching that video. Dylan, sorry about your super chat, my friend. Dylan says, super chatted, hey man, I wanted to switch to Webull from Robinhood and transfer my AMC. Would doing this now be a bad idea? So Dylan, I can't say how. If someone can give me Prowess with a membership. Thank you so much, Prowess. I appreciate that. If anyone has transferred from Robinhood to Webull, can you let me know how long it took you? A lot of people have been saying that from Robinhood to Fidelity, and me included, it took 2 days, just 48 hours, 2 business days, right? It was very quick, very easy. The only thing, while I have you guys here, please keep in mind, you need to enable options. If you have options, on your Robinhood, you need to have options enabled on your new platform, or they will settle your options. Extremely, extremely, extremely important to do that. Please make sure you have options enabled on your new platform before you transfer, or you will be settled. That's what Fidelity told me, because I wanted to make sure I was crystal clear. Marcus, thank you so much for liking on the Facebook. Oh man, that's pretty sick. So yes, I just want to be crystal clear on that, guys. Now, and again, the only thing with Webull, I'm sure Webull is probably fantastic, but I am a little concerned. I personally did not move into Webull because of that. Now, as far as the time frame goes, let's say, if it is going to take 48 hours, I think you'll probably be fine if you were to do it now. But even while like this is happening, right? Because I think it's going to take several days. My only concern, though, I will disclose this, is my concern would be if you transfer it over and everything's going crazy because we're squeezing, everyone's freaking out, people are busy, not looking at transfers and not executing these transfers. That would be my only concern. And I don't say this to scare you, but I will say this, right? Let's say you don't transfer because of that concern, and then now Robinhood restricts everything or whatever they do some kind of weird stuff, and now you're just like, now you can't do anything anyways. You know what I mean? So for me personally, it was so worth it to just get out of Robinhood, because you know what? I had a lot of anxiety being in Robinhood, so much. I was like, you know what? This could squeeze any day now, but if it squeezes and I'm stuck, I can't sell, or whatever I can't do, then now I'm just stuck. Now I'm like a clown in Robinhood, not doing anything. So it just wasn't worth it to me. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. I do think you have time, but it just depends on how long they'll take. And they'll tell you, it takes, up to 5 business days. And that's what Fidelity told me. But after speaking to so many people, it was 2 days. Like 99% of people had said it was, and it was. So yeah. Pulse, what is up? What is up, my friend? Hello from St. Charles, Missouri. Hello, Marcus. Marty McFly, I love it. Corey, how do you know if it peaked or it hasn't? If you don't believe it has peaked and it actually has, could be waiting for the peak at no cost you more profit. Okay, right. Waiting for the peak cost you more profit. Right. And so Marty, here I'm telling you guys that MOAS game theory is the thing that helped me the most, just because you don't know when it's going to peak. You don't know when it's going to peak. You don't know which way it's going to go. You don't know. No one knows. You're going to be seeing it like this. You're going to see some random stuff. Do I have paint? Here's what you're going to see. Like this. Don't mind the colors. That it's not a color. You're going to see this kind of stuff, right? And you don't know which way it's going to go. You don't know what's going to happen. You're just going to see this right here. You're going to see this. Okay, now what? What's going to happen? This is going to happen. All right, now what? Now this is going to happen. Okay, now what? Now, okay, great. That doesn't look good. Now this is going to happen. Up, down, up, down. You're going to see some crazy movement. You don't know what's going to happen, right? Like, what am I going to draw next? This. What am I going to draw next? This. Okay. No one knows what's going to happen. And so that's why it's so scary. What if it goes like this? Okay, well, now what? What are you going to do? You going to sell? This is $50. All right, what are you going to do? All right, well, guess what? Boom. That just happened. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe this happens. Nah, probably not, but who knows? I really can't say. But things to think about. You really have to manage your risk here. You have to be ready. You have to be willing and ready to either hold, or you need to be willing and ready. Well, to do whatever you're going to do. All right. And so I absolutely 1,000,000% cannot tell you what to do. I don't know what's going to happen. Trace Trades doesn't know what's going to happen. Matt Kors isn't going to happen, or doesn't know. Stock Market with Bruce doesn't know what's going to happen. No one knows. So all you can do is kind of wait it out, see what's going to happen, and have your floor. Have your floor. If it's going to go all the way up and then all the way back down, I'd rather sell at 50% of 100,000 than 50% of $100. I'd rather sell it at the 80% down from 100,000 than 80% of than 80% down from 100,000 than 50% down from 1,000. So just think about these things, guys. I know these are crazy numbers. It's all very arbitrary, right? It's all very theoretical. This is why we talk about the game theory, guys. There are game theory. If you don't know about game theory, look up some. There's some videos. Actually, there's a really good one on YouTube. Game theory. There's a really good one. Videos. Theory example. There's a really good game theory example in here. Oh, there we go. There's also the Prisoner's Dilemma is a great example also. You look at this game theory as well. Hopefully that one's not a bad game theory, but oh look, there's game theory. Oh no, this isn't game theory, but there's a bunch of different game theories. There was a show I was trying to find and talk about game theory about just different stuff, but anyways, yeah. So time to look. It's important to know all the possibilities, have your strategy, and be ready to adapt to it, but be ready to stick to it as well. If you can't do it, you know what I mean? Me, I've been holding since late December, early January, whenever it was, and so I'm in very, very good. I held to 25, and I held all the way back down to 5. So I'm very good at holding, no problem. Now, if we go to 100, go to 1,000, I'm just gonna hold. I'm just gonna continue to hold until I'm happy with my exit. And realistically, if we skyrocket, and we go all the way to the moon, and we come back down, my floor is going to be relatively low compared to others, just because I have so many. My position is so good in this stock that I'll make a lot of money pretty easily with a low floor. So I'd rather rather just hold for as long as I can and play it that way. And I'd rather, even if I don't, yeah. Anyways, I'll just leave it that way. So, Mom, he is confusing me. Yeah, I know, guys. I know it's a little bit confusing. I'm not trying to confuse anybody. It's rough. Also, if you guys aren't in the Discord, let me get this link to the Discord. Discord, and we're gonna be talking about stuff. I'm probably gonna start a new thing for the what is this thing called? Where's the link to the Discord, my friend? Link to the Discord. Share. Where's share? Right, people. Copy. All right, just gonna link this Discord just so you guys can have some people to talk to and stuff like that. So here's this. Excellent, and I'll pin this. Right, I pinned the Discord. Hopefully this helps you guys do some stuff. So Kid Chunk, this is actually pretty good. Kid Chunk says Wanda Group sold millions of shares when it hit 14 in March. So the ceiling has some headwinds. So here's the deal. Remember, you have to keep in mind, why did these guys sell? Why did... Oh, did I miss someone's super chat? Oh, Happy Squeeze. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Why did Wanda sell? Wanda sold, per Adam Aaron. I believe Adam Aaron specifically said they sold because it was a political thing. Like literally, China wants the investments to stay in China, stuff like that. So there was something along those lines of why, per Adam Aaron on Trey's interview, I believe it was, said they sold for that reason. And so really didn't have to do with anything it being a bad stock. They needed to get out, and I'm sure they're leaving those stocks in there for a good reason. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure they're very happy that they have the remaining stock in there. And you know, maybe they will leave soon whenever they're on top, or maybe they will hold for a good amount. You know, I'll put it this way: if Wanda sold, what are you going to do? Sell? What are you going to freaking do? So I just hold. I just hold. John Wick says, "Is it smart to buy right now?" John, let me ask you, my friend, where do you think the stock is going to go to? Do you think the stock is going to go to $100, $1,000, $100,000? You know, if you think it's going to go to if you think the stock is going to go to $20, that seems like a good investment to me. But it's whatever you think is going to happen, whichever way you think it's going to, whichever way you think it's going to go. I personally think it's going to continue to run. Even if it doesn't run tomorrow or anything, I feel like we're going to go well past, personally, is my personal opinion, no advice or anything. I personally think it's going to go well past this $25 mark. Especially we saw what happened last time. Guys, I've done the research. I've done the videos. I have a video out saying how this squeeze is going to be larger. The numbers conservatively are, I think it was 4 times large, four times larger, I think, than they were last time. I think that we're going to go I think they're about 4 times larger than last time, conservatively. And I would not be surprised if it went to, you know, $100 like instantly, and then we started at $100 and we started running. Remember, like for example, I wouldn't be surprised if this was $100. And remember, during the day, it's hard to hold. Don't get me wrong. It's especially whenever you're at, you know, you see all this money right here, right? You're looking at your chart, it goes all the way up here, and then now guess what? It starts to go down, or whatever starts to go down, and then you see this here. So it went from 25 down to 6, or to 6 to 10, and then you're like, oh snap, like what is going on? So if it goes all the way to down here, and now you're holding, and then guess what? It just keeps going. It keeps going, and then in the after hours, kind of fell a little bit. Pre-market was rallying again. Okay, it was rallying again, and so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the movement in the after hours as well as the pre-market. We got the after hours, same thing that we saw over here, right? A little bit of movement, nice movement, and then in the pre-market, huge movement. And I think that's what we're going to have. I think we're going to have huge movement here in the hopefully tomorrow in the pre-market, but just have to wait and see. I'm going to hold during the day. It's going to be very scary, very volatile, and I'm going to hold through the day for sure. And because I think in the pre-market again, it will rally, and it will they'll have to cover again. And that's what I think. So as far as how long this, I see some people asking how long the squeeze is going to last. Guys, I think it's going to last a while. Like it could take anywhere from, in my opinion, maybe a minimum of like, it's hard to say with this one. I would say a minimum of 2 to 3, or minimum. I want to say a minimum of 3 days. They really messed things up over here whenever they halted it. I would say a minimum of 2 or 3 days. And then I would say, man, something just got spammed. Minimum of 2 to 3 days. And then a maximum of, well, I don't know about it. It could take weeks. Could take weeks, 2 weeks maybe. Again, this is my personal speculation. I could be freaking wrong. It could take a month. It could take 5 days to completely squeeze. So really hard to say. But as far as my expectations for, I see people asking my expectations for tomorrow. I am looking for a run in the morning. If it runs in the morning, so here's the deal. I really think it's going to be something similar to this: a run in the morning, sell off, and then bounce back, and then sell off, and then it was going to run. So if they didn't halt trading, I really think this would have ran and just kept running past 30. I really think that it would have ran past 30 if they didn't halt trading. Because look at this momentum, like just nuts. But that's my personal thoughts, personal opinions. on which way I think it's going to go. I'm going to be here. For those of you who are new, it looks like a lot of people are new here. I stream every day I'm Central, so from 6 p.m. Central to 8 p.m. Central. I'd love everyone to hang out with me. We'll continue to talk about this, even if it doesn't move. I stream every single day from 6 to 8 Central. So yeah. I'd love for you guys to join me. Kurt says, super chatted. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Do you think people will study this squeeze and ape nation tendencies? Yeah, here's the deal. I'm not going to lie to you, Kurt. I think they're calling it the mother of all short squeezes. I think this is literally possibly a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I don't say that just to be like, oh my gosh, like blah, blah, blah. I truly think that it's very possible that it continues to run. I'm sorry. I think that it's truly possible that it's a once in a lifetime. I don't think hedge funds will, and after all this regulation, all of everything that happened, this is going to be a case study. I'm sure of it, in hedge funds, in colleges, and this and that. There's going to be I don't know what kind of cool name they're going to give it. Maybe they'll call it the mother of all short squeezes. Maybe they'll call it Game Stopped or whatever, like the other people call it on the congressional hearings. But I really think that this is going to be one for the history books, and it's only going to happen once, because whenever people are going to be looking for this, and a hedge fund is not gonna, they know that people are out to look for it. They know that people will hop on it. And I don't think a hedge fund will ever be shorted a higher percentage available than the free float, again, because of what is about to happen with these stocks. Now, specifically, that's more for GME, but AMC, I still feel it is a similar situation, and I feel like it's going to squeeze ridiculous. Do you think GME is done? Not in the least bit. I don't even, GME hasn't even started, in my opinion. It's just getting started. These guys, if you guys look at it's very, very possible that GameStop is, GameStop could be even crazier than AMC based on the base numbers. It's very possible. So now we have a lot of things to look forward to on this. Oh yeah, the Asian. Okay, so I see this prowess. That's a good point, right? Keep in mind, guys, the world doesn't revolve around us. And so what I mean by that is, people are going to eat up these shares. We have Asian people, specifically, I guess I would say Korea. We have the Koreans and stuff these guys are in these stocks. Germany, there's a lot of German people, I believe. There's a lot of people who are looking at this. I think a lot of people tomorrow, whenever this is in the news, are going to hop on. I really do. And I think that's going to drive more price action. I think it's going to drive more, and this is what I talked about, right? Retail investors are going to jump in. So other people are going to jump in. What I'm waiting for is hedge funds to start covering. And what I mean by that, Melvin, Citadel, whoever. Let's say you have these two. Let's say Citadel and Melvin. Let's say Citadel's about to start covering. What is Melvin going to do? Melvin's going to say, oh, no, you don't. I'm going to cover first. Melvin starts covering, right? And then Citadel's like, oh, shoot, they're trying to beat us to it. They're going to start covering. And they're going to start covering, because no one wants to cover at $100. They want to cover at $15. And that's what I think is going to happen. And which is going to drive more people to come in. And people, what I think is going to happen is people are going to look at GameStop. They're going to say, oh, snap, this is going to be like GameStop. AMC is only at $15. Maybe at that time that they jump in, maybe it'll be at $20, $25. And they'll say, oh, snap, I want to get it before it hits the $500 like it did, right? They're going to say, I want to jump in before it hits. I want to jump in before this. And so people are going to jump in, and they're going to just give it so much more pressure, and I think it's going to run. Is really what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to just keep on running until everything is covered, and I think it's going to take a long time for them to cover all the shares. I really do. especially for GameStop, they may be, if the, so my calculations, they were conservative, but they were missing some numbers for GameStop. And when I say by missing numbers, it took in to consideration a lot more of the numbers. But even very, very conservatively, after my conservative guesstimations, or my calculations, I should say, then GameStop is probably short, or there are 5 times the float shares trading. And in my video I said 10 times, but just to be even safer, I'll say 5 times. This stock could just run, I mean, it could run to like a stupid amount that is just like unbelievable, honestly. It's just truly unbelievable. And I'm gonna be here freaking covering it, guys. Quick plug. I don't like to plug myself, but if you guys are not subscribed and you guys are gonna be missing this stuff, like, you guys need to make sure that you're just subscribed. Like, just don't miss it. And not just to me, like Trey is covering it, Matt Kors, like I just don't want anyone to miss out on any kind of information, because I think it's super important, guys. Like, it's a big deal. This is potentially life changing. This is literally going to change my life personally. Like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe it, you know? Diane, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about your super chat, my friend. Diane says, now that the price hit 1550, are you going to work tomorrow? Diane, I have to go to work. Like, I can't, and you know, I can't not go to work. I have to go to work. But oh my gosh, you best believe I'm going to be looking at it. I'm going to see if I can tweet some stuff out, guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, maybe follow me. And again, there are people that are a little more active than I am on Twitter, but for something that's important, I am going to be just a little more active, paying a lot more attention, just because this stuff it's important. Like price alerts. If you don't have price alerts, make sure you set your own price alerts. It's very easy in Webull. You just click on alert over here and you set your prices. You can have if your price is price or percentage or volume is below or above 100, then I get a notification. And so stuff like that. And I get one once per minute. So this is so easy to set these notifications. So easy to set this stuff. And I think it's good stuff. So I'm looking forward to all of this stuff. I'm looking forward to everything going on. Let me make sure I didn't have anything else I wanted to miss out. I wasn't missing out on. Let's get actually trades, or I think it's trades Trey. It's such a pain. Let me see what he said. 1550. Yeah, so he was kind of saying everything I was saying, but I wasn't sure if there was anything additional that I was missing. No, yeah, I think realistically Ortex was probably the most useful. If you guys want to follow something, make sure you guys are following Ortex. These guys are, this is like actual Ortex right here, and these guys are sharing such good information about the squeeze. Like, these guys are insane how they're saying, like, AMC, like, this is how much the free float, how much hedge funds have lost. It shows so much good information that is unbelievable. I just get so hyped up whenever I see what they're sharing. Oh, whoops. I wish I could stay home, honestly, but I just can't. Gosh, I wish I could just live stream all day. That'd be so sick. Oh, that'd be so sick. Yeah. CBR, yes. Citadel is hedged. Millions in shares and options. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I wonder why they had to hedge that much, huh? Why do you think they hedged it? They know what's coming. Why they hedge today specifically, and then the after hours it starts running? You know, one can only assume, right? One can only assume. I'm going to leave this up right here, guys. This is what I like to look at. One can only assume. Yes, Citadel may be scumbags, but they are not dummies. Been saying it the whole time, my friend. Oh, I love it. So Dandy continues to say, you don't release your 13F showing you bought millions of AMC when you are the one who has to cover, unless you are ready to start covering. I love that thought process. You're right. They showed their hand. Why do they show their hand? Because it's time. It's time. House says, question, Corey, if AMC finished squeezing and GME still didn't squeeze, will you jump into GME? Yes, 100%. If AMC is fully squoze, 100K or whatever, 500K, whatever it is, I will, theoretically, potentially, I will 100%. Now, remember, I want to be crystal clear with people that now, let's say it goes to 100,000, 500,000, whatever it's going to go to. Now, what is your what are you going to do with that money? Let's say you're rich. Okay, now what? Are you going to YOLO it all into GameStop? What are you going to do? So me, I'm going to be very safe with that money. I'm going to hedge I'm going to invest very carefully. I'm gonna go heavily into GameStop because I fully believe in it. And I also do think, here's the deal, I think GameStop will probably follow suit very soon. If not, I don't think they won't. I'm sure they'll squeeze at the same time. I really do, just because they're both heavily shorted. One of the shorts are going to have to cover. I don't see GameStop not squeezing with AMC. I think this is just a start. We'll see what happens tomorrow, right? If it continues to run in the pre-market, then, that'd be cool. I would love for AMC to squeeze first and then people hop into GameStop. That'd be sick. But yeah. So just things to think about. Just quit your job whenever it starts moving. I can't leave these guys hanging. These guys are too cool. I'll watch it night. You're going to be sick tomorrow. You guys are so funny, man. I can't. Guys, they know that I stream and stuff. I'm going to do like, what is it? Mean Girls? I'm sick. You work tomorrow, but are you going to get work done? I am going to get work done, guys. Oh my gosh, you guys are so you guys. Okay, Gibber says, Corey, does the FOMO kick in tomorrow? I believe so. I feel like everyone's gonna FOMO in here. I feel like they're gonna be like, remember, this is gonna be in the news tomorrow. This is gonna be all over AMC stock. I say this is gonna be on Super Stonk, but who knows? Hopefully, maybe Wall Street Bets. I think it's gonna be everywhere. And on top of that, guys, like, not only that, look how many people bought in today. Like, all of these people. Let's look at the previous days, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot more people bought in today than ever bought in so far. Like, a lot of people. I'm talking, look, 10 million, or let's see, call. I wonder how this works. This is Susquehanna right here. Who's this, right? Oh, Citadel, Invesco, 6 million share. Like, it's just ridiculous. So many people bought so many shares today. It's insane. I think it's going to continue. This goes here. This goes here. Okay, organized. I love to pay off my student debt. Yeah, and here's the deal, guys. Like, when I say life-changing money, I mean, imagine the possibilities of if it goes as high as people are saying it might go. I mean, like, think about what you can do. Like, pay off your house, pay off your student loans, buy a house in cash. And there's all these different things. But again, if you make a lot of money, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hire a financial advisor, several financial advisors, see who gives me the different ideas, see what people say. And I'm going to take the best stuff and I'm gonna apply it. And on top of that, I have plays. If you guys don't have plays, if you guys don't know what you're doing after this squeezes, like, how are you gonna maintain your money? How are you gonna save? How are you gonna continue to build your wealth? Let's say you make $1 million. Great. how are you going to turn that 1 million into 10 million? How are you going to turn that 1 million into retirement money at the age of 30 or 40 or whatever, right? And so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these plays that are going to make us or make people a lot of money, make me a lot of money personally, make me a lot of money, that are safe bets that I can diversify, make a lot of money, make my money make money, so I can actually truly retire early, and I can travel instead of waiting until I'm 70 years old to try and travel the world. I got a bad hip or whatever happens. That is why this stuff is so important to me, and making sure you hold on to your wealth. If you watch trades, you know that people lose their money. These or anything. If you've seen anything about people winning the lottery, people don't know how to manage money. You've seen it. MC Hammer, like all these people, whether they're basketball stars or rappers or whatever they were at the time, these guys are people make a lot of money, and then they lose it all because they're not doing good stuff. They buy stuff that diminishes in value, right? That is just not good bets. So these are things that I want people to think about, because I think it's important for people to, I'd hate for someone to make, $10 million on this and then they're broke and they have to go back to working after this life of luxury or whatever happens. So and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm working on those plays. I'm looking for those plays that have them like in a little on my phone in a little note thing about plays that I want to make, solid plays with like 5 times your returns in the next 2 years or something, like good solid plays that are safe in my opinion. So just think about that, guys, and follow along with me, like come with me on this journey. This is a big deal. This is a life-changing stuff, Smooth says, super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. What's going on with the 19th of May causing people to talk about it? And another question, can it still dip and trade sideways? Okay, so on the 19th of May, I believe it is the failure to deliver. So there are failure to delivers that are going to be I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but from my understanding, people are going to try to, there's the failure to deliver that has to be like delivered or paid for. There's something along those lines that people are looking forward to it. Now, this is an excellent question, and this is a fair question that some people might think is a little bit silly, but I think it's important for people to know. Can it still dip and trade sideways? 1,000,000%. This stock is going to dip. It is going to trade sideways. It's going to dip hard. It's going to dip scary. Very, very scary. Let's go back. Let's go to the 3 month and let's go back. This is going to dip hard, okay? Like this, I'm telling you, this went from 25 down to 10. It's going to dip really, really, really hard. It's going to be very, very, very scary. Okay, no doubt at all. Okay, and so the question is if it dips down here, are you going to hold? Are you going to sell? And I've had people do this on stream talking to me. They sold down here, and then they bought up here, and then they sold down here. People, and this is not in this exact spot, but people have sold at a loss and bought high and sold at a loss again because they do not have diamond hands. Doing that kind of play is a very fast way to lose a lot of money. And if you want to lose a lot of money, that's an excellent way to go broke. If you want to go broke, I hate it. It upsets me, makes me sad. But I can't tell you what to do, and I can't stop you. So keep that in mind, guys. Like just, and this is why, if you can't handle it, if you're gonna sell, don't look. I can handle it, and I'm still not going to look because I don't plan on selling. I'm not going to sell at $20. I'm not going to sell at $25. I'm just going to hold, and that's important. That's extremely important in my opinion. Extremely important for sure. And so that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Are you going to sign a prenup when you get married? Absolutely. Here's the deal. If your significant other doesn't want you to sign a prenup, That's kind of weird. My fiance and I, we've agreed on it. We want a prenup, and there's a lot more that go into prenup than, oh, your money's yours, my money's mine, yada yada. There's a lot more that go into it. You know, it's a good thing that you can have in case you have children. I highly recommend everybody get a prenup, and it makes everything, you know, from my understanding, it makes everything a lot easier. You can as paying off your house and investments. Right, and Lee, I'm going to answer your question because that's a good question, Lee, and this is something I want people to understand, want people to know about, and this is a very, very good question. It's a little bit controversial, actually, and so yeah, I think prenup is very good, guys. It protects everybody. Your money's yours, their money's theirs. I think if you have kids, you can put like kids clauses in there, 50-50, stuff like that. Okay, it's super important for people to do that kind of stuff. And don't be afraid to bring it up. If you can't talk with your partner about this, then maybe you guys aren't in the place to be like getting married or something. Personal thoughts, but yes. So Lee says, is paying off your house and oh crap, it went away. So I can pull it up over here. Where's Lee? Is paying off your house an investment to offset taxes? So Lee, okay, so I'm going to tell you, I don't have Lee, you might want to look into a post nuptial prenup if necessary, my friend. I mean, it's not necessary, but it's just a good thing to have. You know what I mean? But I did want to say about the home stuff, right? And so people have differing opinions. People say not to pay off your house because of tax reasons, because of a bunch of different reasons. And so another thing to think about, right? And here's I'm going to give you a very basic understanding of like interest rates and this and that. If you buy a car and your interest rate is 2 or 3%, then is that money, is that 2 or 3%, you know, is that $15,000, let's say $20,000, is that $20,000 better to be put in the stock market where you can get a 10 to 20% interest or, you know, return on it? Or is it better to put it all on the car, right? And so it's kind of depends on what you want to do, your situation. It's your money. But if you think about it, if you're guaranteed a 50% return on your investment over a year versus a 3% interest on your car, you know, stuff like that, those are decisions that you're going to have to make. And this is why I highly recommend hiring a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I can't give you any financial advice, but I've been doing a lot of research. I pay attention. I look at this stuff, right? I think, and these are good questions to ask. People don't know to ask these questions. They don't know, and it's not their fault. It just never was an option. It's never happened. But these are important, very, very important things to know, and that you can ask, you know, a real financial investor about or advisor about to help you get stuff taken care of. You don't need a prenup if you're serious about marriage. I understand what you're saying, Kyle. I respect that, but you know, it's like saying you don't need a life insurance if you're not planning to die. You know, you don't need a will if you're not planning to die. You know what I mean? It's like you don't know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen, and so it's better just to be fully prepared, fully ready for everything, just fully ready. And you know, heaven forbid if it did come to some kind of divorce or anything like that, at least everything would be organized and you don't have to worry about it while you guys are angry. And you'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised, my friend. People are very nice until they're not. And you don't, and just keep that in mind. Yes. And congrats, Lee, on your marriage. I don't know. You were recently married, my friend. That's fantastic. Okay, what else do we have going on? Oh, super chat. So, the Crow has super chatted. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Oh, Kurt, I forgot to thank you, my friend. Kurt, I apologize. Kurt, thank you so much for the super chat. Kurt says, thanks for giving us a place to evolve. No problem, Kurt. This is what I want. Like, this is all I've ever wanted in the channel. I just want people to be informed, educated, to have a place to hang out with like people who are chill, like cool, who have a lot of experience. I've met so many cool people in the dang chat, like with what they do, and it's just so cool, man. I love talking to you guys and see what you guys are up to, like. But yeah, post prenup judge. There you go. Post prenup. But I freaking love it. So I love having a community like this. The Crow says, what is your price prediction? Thank you for the super chat, Crow. Price prediction. Oh gosh, Crow, I can't give you a price prediction, my friend. I would love to. Okay, I will say this. In my video, I do have a video of where I think AMC is going to start. I think AMC is going to skyrocket to $100, and I think that is going to be the base of a start of where people can decide if they want to hold or if they don't want to hold. Now, granted, you know, I don't think it may not be tomorrow, so obviously just based on where we are, but I will say this. If we have a similar movement to this, what happened right here, then $100 could be very possible. What did this go to from? Well, the numbers are different. So I would say it is possible to wake up tomorrow. We'll say $50 to be conservative, right? I would not be surprised if we woke up to $50 tomorrow. By the start of the market day. Okay. So is the people at a bank a financial advisor? I think they might. I think actually, here's the deal, guys. One of the cool part, no, she's not crazy. She's actually my fiance. Okay, first of all, for the prenup, my fiance is not crazy. She's very, sometimes she's a little crazy, but she's a very nice lady. And, but she's cool. Like we talk about this stuff, and realistically, like, we understand. We're cool. And she's nice. Please no prenup. You know what? We want prenup. If you ain't no punk. That's what Kanye says, and Kanye he taught me a lot. So, you know, and here's the deal. This is a start. I think I wouldn't be surprised. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see. But yes. What else did I have? I think I had one more thing. Anyways, I'm holding, my friends. All right, my friends, I'm going to start heading out for the day. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I freaking love it. I will be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, okay? So it's been so much freaking fun hanging out with you guys. I need to start logging off. What is AMC after hours? I'll show you AMC right now in the after hours before I head out. Right here, AMC did end right here at 1550, up 11% in the after hours alone. During the day, up 7.47%, ending at 1395. So, bam, good stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. All right, guys. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you guys. Make sure if you're not, make sure you're subbed. Like, it's free. Subscribe, hang out with me, hang out with us. Like, such a cool community. I appreciate all you guys, and enough testing the waters. I got you, Lee. Oh, wish you the best, my friend. Peanut butter. All right, guys. Man, I don't even want to leave, but I just gotta go. But all right, guys, I will catch you guys later. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. I look forward to seeing most of you guys soon. If you didn't like the stream, sorry about it. It is what it is, my friend. You guys have a freaking-tastic night. I'll tell you what, if this starts going freaking crazy in the morning, if I have time, I might hop on. Maybe. But we'll see, all right? So I'll leave you guys with some music. Let you guys hang out for a sec, say bye in the chat, and I'll catch y'all later, all right? Have a great night. Peace.